Back with our GMA cover story, the new documentary about Lilith Fair. It's the women's music festival of the late 1990s, founded by Grammy winner Sarah McLachlan. It's called Lilith Fair, Building a Mystery, the Untold Story, presented by ABC News Studios and executive producer Diane Sawyer. Welcome back.
I am. Thanks for inviting me to the couch. I've never been on the couch.
Oh, we're so glad you're here.
It's very comfortable.
Anyway, I just want everybody here, I want you and Allie and the girls to invite me over so I can watch it with you. I want you to get everybody, brothers, sisters, husbands, everybody to see what happened in this thunderous triumph back in 1997. And believe it or not, it's so hard to remember that at the time there were some radio stations that would not play two women back to back. And nobody thought you could have a touring festival of women and that anybody would come. And then suddenly, the raw power of 300 brilliant singers, songwriters, musicians showing up to say, you think we can't do it? Watch, we'll take your dare.
Singer Sarah McLachlan has launched an all-female tour.
This was the first time you'd seen anything like it.
Finding out that all of my favorite artists had played at this event.
The Lilith Fair bill is incredible.
Paula Cole, Suzanne Bigot, Erica Badu,
Sinead O'Connor,
Missy Elliott, Sarah McLachlan, Sheryl Crow, Jewel. I was in disbelief that I'd never heard of it before.
Promoter said, you can't put two women on the same bill. People won't come. That's complete. And it put a huge fire under my butt to prove them wrong.
I love you all saying, oh my gosh. And that's what it's like. You hear all these hit songs sung by the thrilling Bonnie Raitt, Sheryl Crow, Sarah McLachlan, Tracy Chapman showing up to sing Fast Car. And they sang them together, and it just tore a hole in the sky to hear their voices raised. And some stats here, it wasn't just a success, it was the biggest touring festival of 1997, take that. 1.5 million people over 3 years, $52 million, and they gave $10 million to women's charities.
I was surprised to learn just 25 years ago you couldn't have two women back-to-back on the radio station. What else surprised you?
Well, you know, I didn't know they had a side stage. And on that side stage, they invited women to come in who were relatively unknown at the time. And some of the women who showed up, just a few who showed up, were Christina Aguilera, India Arie, and Idina Menzel.
Wow.
And
just a couple
That's the side stage.
Exactly. And they would show up, and of course everybody got to hear them, and the boost to their careers was just gigantic.
Women lifting women. I
That's
love
right.
that. And you hear so much from young women in the industry in this documentary. What kind of impact did you see it having on the industry in the whole moving forward?
Well, I heard you say at the beginning of the show that you never know how it's going to change the world.
Right.
And they all felt that too. And yes, today we see Taylor, we see Gracie, we see Beyonce, we see the ruling women of the concert tour. But at that time, there were some in the audience that were just attending to see if this could be done. And for instance, one of them was Brandi Carlile.
Oh, wow.
And she was a high school kid showing up. And she said it changed her life completely.
Yeah, as Beyonce says, who run the world? Girls. So what about behind the scenes? Because these were some powerhouses. What about the team behind you getting this done?
You get to see, there's so much footage backstage, which is hilarious. And then you have Erica Badu coming out with her baby and singing on stage with her baby, mother. And then this is the team that put it together. I just want to give my salute to Ali Pankew and to Dan Levy and also Cassidy Hartman, because they are the powerhouse team behind it, truly.
What an incredible group of people. I'm also amazed. It's so diverse. The types of music that you heard on those stages really spanned so many different genres. When you went back and watched all of this, was there a particular song or performer that resonated most?
Again, you just saw Missy Elliott go by, and Queen Latifah was there too, by the way. What happened at the end of the concert, each night, they would get on stage and you were just looking at it there, and they would sing one of the hits of somebody, and maybe Jewel would be yodeling, and everybody was doing what they do. And as I said, it just tore a hole in the sky. I hope everybody will watch it and see the sheer joy and power of those women coming together.
And we feel the
Cannot
joy
wait.
here,
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it to us. Lilith Fair, Building a Mystery, The Untold Story, streaming now on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.